I didn't see your email, but I'll look for it. How you doing today, BLZ? Hey, Teresa. Glad to have you all with me. I'm doing something a little different here. Setting up a chat, just a chat, not really doing a lot of drawing. I'm looking for the newbies and the viewers, and waiting on building an audience. Um, but basically, I'm gonna have people bringing pencils and papers when they come to the chat, so they can get a view and learn for themselves how to track their numbers for their state, because everything's different, and they have to have a view of what's going on to get in the inner circle. 1 minute here. So how's everybody today? Hi, Teresa. How are you? Glad to have everybody with me. Like I said, I'm doing, trying to draw and do a chat and all that. To me is kind of whatever that word is. It's hard to do, kind of. So I figure if I focus on just chatting and then do a live when I'm going to do the, I guess, more of the teaching. And that's what I'm looking at, to help a lot of people. Good morning. And I think that to me is something different, some way of thinking outside the box. But I'm one that's always thinking outside the box. It's kind of got me this farther than I ever thought I'd be. But yeah, I got to do something different here, because if people ask me questions when they come to the live, and I'll go look at the videos. Hold on, man. Go look at the videos. Then it's easier to me for them to comprehend and for me to understand what they need. But I will look at your email, BLZ. Let me see something here. See what I got here. Was it a recent email? Let me double check something here. Let me see something here. Oh yeah, I see. Oh, okay. Good for you. Congratulations. Oh, you're so welcome, BLC. Yeah, the weather is coming along pretty good. Like, I had a lot of damage to my home. That's kind of slowing me down with the insurance companies. I see. Yeah, I see that you said that in the email. But hey, I'm alive and kicking. For 1 minute there, it was questionable. I got in my closet and said, God, if this is it, I'm ready. That's all I can say. It happened that tornado happened so fast. I say, well, God, I think I'm in the safe place I can be, but if it's ain't, I'll see you in a few minutes. Serious, that's where my brain was thinking. I mean, I wasn't scared of anything. I mean, if it's it, it's just it. Ain't nothing I can do about it. Well, that's the way it was. I mean, I'm sure other folks would like to see me around a little longer, but I'm sure they're gonna go on in another a year and won't even probably be thinking about me anymore. But that's the world we in. That's the world we in. So hey, hopefully longer than a year, maybe they'd think about me. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I know. So if you just want to hang in here while I build an audience, looks like this to me is something that I'm trying to work to build an audience and views. I know it's strange looking at a blank what's a blank screen, but I can't keep doing the same things and not getting the results that I'm looking for. But yeah, thank you, BLC. I appreciate that compliment. But it works. You got to work it. You develop a skill set, and when you off the numbers, you know why you're off or how you're off, and you know what you're looking for. Um, and I still can't say that they're not doing something fishy with the numbers with AI. I can't guarantee that they're not, because they can manipulate the numbers like Eddie Tipton did. So they can't sit there and say, "Well, we're not playing with the numbers," when we know they can. Um, and the bad part about it with AI, they can manipulate the numbers where on a psychological basis, where it makes you feed into uh, spending more money and playing more money and get into the arena in your brain where you playing out of need and greed and get you caught up. So that's basically what I'm looking at, on the numbers and how they're playing. And then you can really see more if you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers if they're doing some of that manner. And that's what I'm looking at, tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. Pick 3 is the only one that I do. I don't do that pick 4 and pick 5 because I know there's no way if they're messing with those numbers, you're gonna know it anyway. Or pick 5, how you gonna know it? 10,000 numbers and 5,000 numbers. It's hard enough to track 1,000 numbers. It's hard enough to track 1,000 numbers. So if I play pick 3, anything above pick 3 is strictly luck. I don't even put a strategy to it. I just play and cross my fingers. But I can put a strategy to pick 3. Yeah, thank you, Teresa. Yeah, I can put a strategy to pick 3. There's no way. Uh, I mean, I've already run, no brag, but I've hit 4 times this month. And like I say, I know it's an average. You ain't going to get too much more than that unless you're super lucky when you're only getting a third of the 1,000 numbers. And when you've been tracking like me, you know that. So when I had to convince myself when my number don't come in that, hey, if I'm going to play the game and I do play it out of enjoyment, I really do play it out of enjoyment. I like figuring things out, like, strategizing and seeing what things are doing. I've always worked not picture puzzles, but, different type of puzzle games. So pick 3 is the only one I can do that with and see what's going on with the numbers. There's only one I can track the whole number, the front pair, back pair, single digits, just like that 043 came in. Now, I had that when I hit the 055, I came off that O on the front and went in another direction. But that's cool. At least I was aware, okay, That's the second time that O didn't hit on the front since I've been looking for it to come out. So I know what the numbers are doing. I'm not guessing what the numbers are doing. So if I want to put that O back on the front and find a reason I want to put it on there, I will. Right now, I know if you notice, I posted that 14 hadn't failed. I think now in 60 days, that 14 pair ain't failed for Illinois. Saying evening draw because I don't try to do midday and evening. I keep evening separate from midday. So 99.9% when I'm talking about Illinois evening draw numbers. But the system is applicable to all states because the principle is the same. That 1-4, I got that under my bucket list, and the 4-4 that ain't failed on the back all this year. I think, but all the doubles, I'm not only thinking which I put up. That 4-4 back pair is the only one that's a double that ain't failed. That ain't failed. Everything else has fallen. And you know the way I track triples is using the pick a front pair and back pair to 99. Yeah, but that Cord Harris, that still don't eliminate the 10,000 numbers. You still got 1 in 10,000 odds every day. 1 in 10,000. 1 in 1,000 in pick three, and it could take another 15 years and not show up for 1,000 numbers. So how long do you think for a pick four number that you playing can take to come up? And if you're doing the front pair and back pair for the pick four, there's no way to really see what's going on with that and how the numbers are going to fall and drop. That's what I'm looking at now. Like I say, I ain't looking to be the brightest one in the room, but if you have a system there that's feasible, and I got to say with me, I'm from Missouri. I'm from the Show Me State. You have to show me where you winning. That's all I can say. You show me where you winning. Ain't no arguing or talking about it. You know, that's the way I see it. If you ain't showing me where you winning, and it's all theory, and you ain't hit yet with it, that's all I can say. Now, if you winning and can show me, okay, that works. You can't argue with the truth. Can't argue with the truth, Cord. Appreciate that comment, though. You really can't. I don't know. Maybe you see something that I don't see. I'm sure nobody's seen my system. I tried. Before I started my channel, I was not confident in starting a channel. YouTube channel. I was 70, but I offered it to other people that had been around a long time with a PICK-3 channel, and they couldn't see what I seen, and they wasn't interested. So I said to myself, if I'm going to do this thing, and I'm always trying to do stuff to help people and not let them be in the shape that I was in. I was in bad shape. Lost my home, my car, almost my wife and my job. So I said, I got to do something different. And I just started my own channel. And I've done pretty well with it. I'm happy with it. I ain't frustrated like I used to be. I used to be where I wouldn't look at no numbers till the next day. I didn't want to hear what number came in, anything, because if I heard what number came in, then I couldn't sleep that night because I'm trying to figure out with the tic-tac-toe, the date sums, the grids, the root sums, and the flip and mirroring numbers, what number gonna come the next day. It don't work like that. Ain't nothing out there gonna show you what's coming in the next day. If you ain't tracking those numbers and seeing what they doing, you don't have an idea what's coming the next day. There's no rhyme or reason how those 1,000 numbers gonna fall. No rhyme or reason. But you can look at the law average and see that on average about how long a number it takes if it don't show up. If it don't show up, if it's been 3 months and the number ain't showed up pretty much, you know that number's pretty well due. And if you didn't line up your other numbers that you build a bucket list off of rather than trying to find a number to hit the next day, then you got something to work with. And playing pick 3, you should always have numbers that you're working with, not trying to find numbers that's coming the next day and looking for patterns. Sorry. That's the way I win. I don't look for, I always got numbers in play. I already got my horses that I'm betting on. I done studied my horses. And I stay with my horses till they hit, till they win. And then I take that money and reinvest into my horses or my bucket list of numbers that I got already lined up. Not trying to find numbers to line up in the middle of betting. I mean, that's the way I look at it. I don't uh, 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 play looking for numbers the next day. And when I'm scanning my workout sheets, my 4 workout sheets at a glance, I know exactly what's going on with all 1,000 numbers, period. I ain't guessing what's going on with them. Or you won't be guessing what's going on with them. So that's how I work that. And proof in the pudding, like I tell anybody. Proof in the pudding. Okay, I'm falling on the front this month. Okay, that's good. But 30 days ain't no time for a number not to fall on the front. A number might not fall on the front for 2 months. That's when I start looking for stuff. When numbers like 45 days out or something, then that number's under my radar. But it's nothing for a number not to hit on the front for a month, for 30 days or 2 months. But you won't know that unless you're tracking the actual numbers. So if that 7 ain't fell on the front now, and I'm playing a number with a 7 in it, like 170, say, let's say 170, then what I would do is make sure maybe next couple of days or when I win and I'm playing that 170 and I know that 7 ain't fell on the front, I'm going to play it at 710 or 701 also. Because I know the likelihood of that 7 falling on the front with the number that I'm already playing has now increased. That I'm already playing is now increased. Just like I hit the 055. I was playing 505. When I seen that 0 hadn't hit on the front, I switched it up to 055. And I was playing the 505 also. Just like the 500. I was playing it as, well, 500, exactly that. I was playing that because the 50 hadn't failed in the front in 2024 all year. But I wasn't guessing that. I know that. That's why I made that 500 my pet number and my daily carry number, and the 505 my daily carry numbers. But when I seen that O hadn't fell on the front, then I switched it off to 055 and 050. Those are the things you can do when you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. You can strategize. You can build a skill set. You can see what the numbers doing, working with the law average with the numbers for your state. Yeah. So anybody on here that's, you have questions, I have answers. That's all I can say. For the PICK-3. Yeah, and it's good to know what the numbers are doing because you can see more. Now you can track them all, but you don't want to try to play them all unless you didn't build up a bag to be able to do that. But start off small. When you see something like say that 7, I had no sevens hit with no numbers for 2 months. So quite naturally, I was playing 777s. like that. Um, so you build it, but the numbers don't work the same in all the states. So what's applicable or what's happening in Illinois this evening that I play ain't gonna be happening in California or Indiana or Ohio or all the other states because everybody's states running differently. So what I give the only thing is that you can apply is tracking the actual 1,000 numbers in all the states. That's it. Because they all gonna run different. Hey Christina, hi. Jefferson, welcome. You have any questions about PICK-3 as in general or the PICK-3 at a glance strategy? Basically, with PICK-3, I have a system that we use to track all 1,000 numbers. That I use to track all 1,000 numbers. I track the actual number, front pair, back pair, and single digit, and you have everything you need to study to get into the winning circle and become a bigger and better winner. And that's what this is about. This is basically about a chat to learn how to play PICK-3. I don't do any demonstration on the chat. This is a pop-up chat, pretty much. Okay. I don't think I put that on like that, but it's a pop-up chat that I'm doing to answer any questions somewhat about PICK-3 and how to get in the winning circle, and also how to use the PICK-3 at a glance strategy. And it's called PICK-3 at a glance because at a glance you can see everything that the 1,000 numbers that you're looking to play for your state is doing. So right now, pretty much I'm on here, building an audience. I think I forgot when I posted it what it was about. But some of it's in the description. If you look into the description, because this is new to me setting up like this, because when I try to go live and try to do the chat and trying to write and all that, is real cumbersome. Kind of is difficult for me anyway. Plus, I have eye surgery. I have glaucoma, so my sight is not as well as it used to be. So, but I have over 2,000 videos that I have published on my channel, and that's all teaches you about the PICK-3 at a glance strategy. So that's pretty much what I have. But they're simple systems, but they're powerful. And I try to encourage people, like I say, my strategy is OPPB. You have to be organized. You have to be patient. You have to be persistent. You have to stick with a budget and play responsibly. Don't get way out there in the PICK-3. I play strictly for fun. I enjoy it, but I win. I do win. But I play for fun. I used to play out of need and greed, and all that did was cause me to get deeper and deeper in the hole. And like I tell anybody, if you're in a hole, stop digging, especially if it comes to when you playing games of chance, because you know it's set up for the house to win. It's set up for the house to win in the long run. But you can build a strategy with PICK-3 if you use the law average and you track the actual 1,000 numbers for your state and see what they're doing and know what they're doing. It's kind of like playing cards. A lot of people play PICK-3 just throwing out cards. Don't have no idea how to win the game. They just playing a bunch of numbers. But there's a strategy. I mean, you wouldn't play card games. You wouldn't play card games just throwing out cards and not knowing how to win. And that's the way we've been doing it with the tic-tac-toe, the date sums, the grids, the flips, the mirror, and the different multiple rundowns. To me, it don't make sense to me the way we play pick three to win. Because if you don't know why you're playing a number, why would you play it? How could you have an idea how long you might want to even play that number? How would you have an idea when you think that the number might even a chance of it coming? Pick three numbers can take up to 15 years for a number to come straight, like 1, 2, 3. It can take 15 years for that number to ever show up like that. But if you can track the 1, 2, 3 and see the last time it played or how it might play, the best way to play it, because it got 6 ways it can come out. 1, 2, 3 is a single. It can come out 6 different ways, and you can build a strategy on a skill set on the best way to play it and to win it. It's great when you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. So that's the way I look at playing pick three. I look at playing pick three like if I was playing cards or something. So welcome to the chat. I'm sitting here waiting on YouTube to find the audience for me. Mm-hmm. All right. Welcome to Pick Three at a Glance. That's exactly what it is. It says Pick Three at a Glance, where you track all 1,000 numbers at a glance with the Pick Three at a Glance strategy. And I have in the descriptions, whatever you want, you can look into the description. I have a tutorial with my training video. If you're new to the channel, just go to the descriptions and go to the tutorial, view that video, and it will explain to you to the strategy, my strategy in the system. And then I'll be using these pop-up, I'm gonna call them pop-up chats, that I'll pop them up and try to build an audience to the Pick Three at a Glance strategy. Because, I ain't bragging, but I think I got the best strategy out there to win Pick Three. I do. I really do. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. I got, if you want to see my winnings, go to Pick Three, another big winner, and it'll show all the tickets that I've won in Illinois. Not the tickets, but you'll see the emails, and I do demonstrate the email, the number I won, and when I won it. And it's going to be for evening draws because I only play evening draws. But my system, if you're a morning person, it's applicable to mornings and it's applicable to any draw. But you have to separate your data for the draws. You have to separate your data from all the draws. You want to keep midday separate from evening and evening separated from midday. When you start doing that, you will realize that midday numbers don't bring evening numbers. Evening numbers don't bring midday numbers. The strategy and the systems are totally different because all the numbers are running different for midday and evening. Certain numbers don't bring certain numbers. It looks like that. I mean, it's only 1,000 numbers. So there's certain conditions that's going to happen that make things look like they're happening when they're not really happening. The only thing you're going to know what's happening with the numbers is you know what's going on with all 1,000 numbers. Or we going to know what's going on with the Pick Three numbers, that we know what's going on with all 1,000 numbers. Midday separate from evening, evening separate from midday. That's how you get in the winner's circle. You don't just throw out numbers and expect to win. Because the likelihood of that, you might win one side of the year. But true, if you win one side of the year. I've known people playing ain't hitting the whole year. and said, I ain't hit all yet. Because it's just throwing numbers out. And have no idea when they throw, and then when they win, they ain't got no idea what numbers to play then. But with Pick-3 at a glance, we always building a bucket list of numbers that we already have and studied these numbers to know when we win, that's where we're going to invest our money back in. Not just play some numbers. This is professional. But I guess you can say professional accounting, I guess. Uh, or gambling. You can say professional. Well, I can say professional gambling. It's a game of choice, but you narrow your odds, increase your odds if you put more effort into it and you have a strategy that's trackable, teachable, and doable. If you have a strategy that's trackable, teachable, and doable. But that's what we have. But like I said, this is a chat, specifically a chat. I won't be showing any demonstrations on this because I will do probably, what's the day, Tuesday? Yeah, day Tuesday. I put it up ahead of time when I'm gonna do an actual live and do a class of training. But I have 2,000 videos, like I say, and the principle is basically the same. You get some more. The more you look at my videos, the more of an understanding you'll get. The more it'll sharpen your ability to build a strategy and a skill set, because all the numbers going to run different. So what you got to do and looking for and how you looking in your state is going to be different. What I look for Illinois evening draw or midday draw. But the principle is the same. You can actually track what the numbers are doing instead of guessing what the numbers are doing. So that's how that works. But I basically, like I say, this is a chat. I'll sit here and play a little music until YouTube give me an audience with that's, I guess, want to know and ask questions. That's all I can say, because you be on here and you look at the videos and you see that 200 people didn't view the videos, but you don't have no comments. I don't know what's going on with that. So that's kind of real strange to me. That's why I say, hey, I'm just gonna do a chat then. If everybody gonna view, but they ain't got no comments, something is wrong. So why do the work and nobody have any comments? So I'd rather them go watch my videos and we come back and we chat about what they need to know about learning my strategy. That's how I look at it with me anyway. Because whether people know it or not, it's a lot of work with this. Have been a content creator and set up a channel. And that's why I'm doing it like this, because I got to set up my stand. I got to set up my lighting. I got to do all that. And nobody joins the chat. You know what I'm saying? You say, shoot, what I'm doing all that for? And nobody joins the chat. So I might well just do a chat. You got to set up lighting. You got to make sure the noise is right. It's a lot of work setting up. And then to go live. And then you got to put the camera on you, and you got to make sure that you looking right for the camera. You ain't got no sleep in your eyes and all that stuff. So how come? Maybe they already got this in YouTube, but I just don't see it. Yeah, Tracy, that's congratulations for those that got it. I knew. I think our last conversation was about that 78. I know BLZ say he got one. Got it. So congratulations. It comes now. I don't know how you playing it, but if it's just not coming, I would probably stay on it. Likely chance of it coming back three more times. On average, about three times since it hasn't showed up. It's a likelihood for that. But that would probably, if I was playing, say I'm playing 178. Now that the 7-8 then came, I wouldn't get off of it. I would stay on. And that would be my daily carry number. But it would be, I would carry it, and I'd play 178 straight box, and then I'd put $1 on that 7-8 on the back again, a dollar on the back, and then if it comes again and I miss it, but it don't come as the 178, then I'll take that money from that 7-8 on the back and load up again on my 178 and keep carrying that number. That's how I do. I reinvest back in my numbers because on average, I know about if it ain't showed up, it's gonna hit about three times again for that pair. That's the way they did me with the 05 when I was carrying that pair. Not the front pair and back pair. I was carrying the 05 pair itself. Okay? Because it hadn't showed up, forget how many, about 40 or 50 days or so. But when it did hit, it hit as the 055, then it hit as 405, and then it came right back with 450, and I got it all three times because I didn't jump off of it just because it came already. I kept carrying it. I hope that's some help. Okay. Yeah. I hit three times because it came back. The same pair came back, but not the front pair, back pair. You know, that's strategy number 2 that I do for the single pairs. The triangle is strategy number 2, tracking the single pairs. And I know how long a single pair it'd be since a single pair being out. Just like I know how long it'd be since a front pair and back pair will be out. And normally with the front pair and back pairs, I'm kind of lining up to the pairs that hasn't failed for the whole year as I'm tracking. Then I'm looking November, December, and January, my heavy hitting months. And I'm kind of looking for what pairs ain't failed front or back and how the best way to use them to win. Like that. Because a pair might not show up on the front or the back for 15 months. That's why I give it extend to out a year. Yeah. For a pair might not show up for 15 months or even 2 years. Because it takes 3 years for those numbers to come out. Because you're only going to get a third of those 1,000 numbers every year. So you get a slice of those 1,000 numbers every year divided by 3 because you're only going to get 365. You know, it might be, it depends on the numbers repeating and stuff like that. But on average, you're going to only get a third of those 1,000 numbers every year. And that's all you're going to get. So that's why you got to know what numbers have played and what numbers haven't played. You got to know this thing. You can't be guessing what played and ain't played. Well, I learned that myself because when I first came up with my strategy, what I was doing every year, I'd start over every year with my strategy. And then I realized, okay, what was happening, the numbers that didn't play in 2024 were showing up in 2025. And the numbers that doesn't show up in 2025 will show up in 2026. And I said, oh, this is what is happening. It takes 3 years for these 1,000 numbers to play. So if I'm starting all over again, I'm losing out because I done lost ground. Trying to think that I can start all over with the 1,000 numbers, that realizing that now the law of average has cut the numbers down and narrowed them down for me automatically by showing me what numbers been played already. And then when I learned about the numbers and their opposites, a lot of people call them mirrors. When I learned that the number and their opposites, I started watching the numbers and their opposites. Like I don't play a number and its mirror just to play a number and its mirror. If I know that this is June, now is my time to look to see what number and their opposites haven't played. Like 1, 2, 3, the opposite is 6, 7, 8. Now, if I see 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3 ain't played in 6 months, I got my eye on them pair, on them opposite numbers. So when I win, those are the numbers I'm gonna be looking to my bucket list because I got a 50-50 chance of hitting them then. So mostly I'm kind of analyzing now everything with my system, with the Pick-3 at a glance strategy system. I know at a glance what number and their opposites haven't failed. I know what number pair and its opposite haven't failed. I know what single number and its opposite ain't failed. I know what back pair and front pair and their opposites haven't failed. And you get this when as I start doing classes. But people have to ask questions when I do these videos. You know what failed. So it's not that complicated. We're making it harder than it needs to be with the tic tac toes, the root sums, the date sums, the flipping numbers, mirroring numbers, and all that. Trying to hit the next day. We making it real complicated. It ain't. It don't have to be this complicated. All we have to do is with the picture at a glance. There's other tools out there, but I like it because it's on paper. I can look at it. I can pull out one sheet of paper and tell you what's going on with all 1,000 numbers in Illinois for the whole year. Just one sheet. Just glance over it. That's how you build a strategy and a skill set. One piece of paper. One piece of paper. Yep. Now I know what numbers to play and what not to play. I can narrow the numbers down. I can see if a column ain't hit in 6 months or 4 months or 2 months or 3 months. And normally when a column ain't hit in 6 months, I'm looking at that next month up to 90 days. I'm looking at everything what's happening on that column. I can narrow those 10 numbers down to the 10 that out of those if I want to play all 10 or I want to play a specific set out of just those 10 numbers that ain't hit in 90 days. That I know ain't hit in 90 days. I ain't guessing what they did in 90 days. I know what they did in 90 days or 100 days, 120 days. See what I'm saying? That's how you do it. That's how I get in the winning circle, y'all. And I can explain it. And then anybody using it or know what I'm talking about. They ain't guess what I'm talking about. I ain't saying flips when I mean mirrors. I ain't saying mirrors when I'm saying flips because that's why I got away from that terminology because some people say mirror when they mean flip and they'll say flip when they mean mirror. But that's because they just don't know no better. I don't think that anybody's doing anything to tear their channel up or be misinformed, not informing people correctly. But they just didn't know no better. When I started my channel, I didn't know no better. I was interchanging flips and mirror. One subscriber came on my channel and said, flips and mirrors are different. And he told me the difference between flips and mirrors. But it's still a lot of people still calling the numbers flips. And that's very confusing when you think you know what a flip is and then they say a mirror. But I mean, once you realize the difference, you'll know when they're off when they making a comment. But some of them actually use flip or opposite mirror number and know what they're talking about. So it's hard to really yeah, this is just a chat. Thanks for being here, Brad. Because it's kind of complicated to try to show, demonstrate, and all that. I have 2,000 videos, and then in the description, I have a tutorial video for you to go and look at. That you hit the link, and then you can come back and join the chat. And I will be going live on somewhere. I will be teaching more. This is something new I'm trying to set up because to me it's just no problem. I understand. This is new. It's new for me. I'm just trying to work on helping and building the channel and do it where it's not so cumbersome. And I just like figure that a chat is best to do it with, where I can really teach. Because bring a pencil and paper. If there's any questions you got about PICK-3 or the PICK-3 at a glance, you ain't got to. I mean, you might have to go look at the videos, but just ask me, and I'll tell you what to write down, what to look for, and how to make you a bigger and better winner. I can do that without even you seeing it. If you got pencil and paper, I can explain it to you. You just ask me the question, and I can tell you how to write it down, where you can see it immediately what I'm talking about. That's how confident I am in my strategy, in the picture at a glance strategy. I don't need to show anybody personally. I mean, they can go look at my videos, but I can tell them, hey, write this number. They can ask me anything, and I can tell them how to use the strategy. And then most of my 40-minute videos are very detailed. So if you're missing something, you can come with, questions that you feel comfortable with answering. And believe me, I'm not going to embarrass anybody that don't know. Just ask the question. And I guarantee you, I can explain it. I can explain it to a fifth grader where you'll be comfortable with what I have to say. Oh no, yeah, that's what I love about it. I can teach it. I can teach this. I can teach it. I love teaching. I wasn't a teacher. I was in management for most of my life. I started out as a restaurant manager at 17 years old. So I'm comfortable with teaching and I'm comfortable with people. I was in, if you, depends on how old you are, you might know about Burger Chef and Hardee's and Steak and Shake. Those was the main restaurants I worked for. Um, uh, uh, so I'm comfortable with teaching and training people easily. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. But yeah, I enjoy this. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be doing it for one. And I win with it. I win with it for sure. And like I said, just go to my channel, look at my previous shorts. I show where I just recently won 4 times this month. And that's what I look for about. But it's not how often it's how you play the game. You got to know how to place your bet. You got to know how to back off. See, you got to know how to place your bet to win. And that'll come with your skill and your strategy and how the numbers falling in your state. What I'm doing today in my state, you might not be able to do in your state because your numbers are not going to run like my numbers. Because I hit today don't mean you're going to hit today. But if everybody using these strategies, talking about use this strategy to find what number coming the next day, is to me, it doesn't work. It didn't work for me. When's a good? Well, I play straights pretty much all the time. There's no set time, Tracy, to play straight. You should be playing. I normally play straight box. Now, if I got a good feel about a number, I'll play it a dollar straight and a dollar straight box. Now, if it don't come exactly that way, then I'll get the box in. The box, which in Illinois is like $40, and the straight is depends how you play it. 50 cent or a dollar is like $250. So say I'm playing a number and I play a straight box, but it comes a box. Then I'll take that $40 and I might play that the number that I'm playing a dollar straight 5 times, and then play it a dollar box 2 times. Like that. I reinvest back into the numbers that I'm playing. I don't jump off my numbers because it hit and say, well, it ain't going to come. I'll be cool with the box in, but I'm going to reinvest back into the way I'm playing it straight. So there's no really good time to play straight. You should be looking to play straight as much as possible, depending on what your budget is. If you could only play at a dollar straight box and you like it, that's how you would play it, depending on your budget. There's no good time to play straight. How you doing, Tate? I'm doing great. How you doing? Glad to have you with us. Thank you for joining the live. But there's no. I play straight all the time. Yeah, if you can afford it, it depends on your budget. If you go to my channel, you'll see my lovely face, Tate. I'm not going. I'm not showing my face because you know, my face is all over my channel, and that is me. I got lives, I got videos, I got 2,000 videos. You want to see my lovely face? Believe me, I ain't running and I ain't hiding, cause I'm showing people how to get in. I guess you want to see what I'm looking like now. Okay, so I guess what we got a bot. Tate, is you a bot? I don't want to make light of you or anything. Okay, I guess we got a bot. I'm on here long enough to get a bot, so I guess I'm interesting to somebody. I don't know what's a world coin donate to how to donate. What the world? Okay, y'all. If we got one of these bots on here, don't worry about it. Like I say, I work with customer service a long time. Where I live, I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, where they had the tornado. When they had that tornado, and when my house was damaged pretty well, but God is good. I was in the house and survived it. I can rebuild my house. I was blessed enough to have insurance on it, and I don't have any worries. So, but I got a lot of work right now. I got a lot of work to get it fixed up. But it is what it is. Do what you do. Well, I'm blessed, totally blessed. Once you live through something horrific as a tornado, you count your blessings every day. Yeah, okay, I guess I got yeah, tornadoes is, I don't know what it is. All right, have a blessed day, Tate. I might have to, but yeah, Plan PICK-3 is the only one that I specialize in. I don't do anything other than PICK-3. I don't. I Every now and then I might just play around with a scratcher, and I used to do Mega Man, but they got too little pricey for me. I have a number that I play every day, and if I can't put the number in every day, I'm not paying $5 for no ticket to put a number in every day. That's just ridiculous. Or every draw. I just switched it off to Powerball. I have one number, so I took that Mega Million money that I was using. Now I just play a quick pick with the Powerball every now and then. But I have one. I put my name in the hat every draw, and that's it. That's as much as I go with it. As far as playing games of chance, especially the other games with the higher odds to them. So these are called pop-up chats. I'm going to call these pop-up chats where I don't show my face or anything, and we just have a chat on the Pick Thread Glance strategy. It's called pop-up chats. So no, I won't show my face. I just don't think that's necessary because your cameras is distracting people, or everybody looking at your back wall, telling you if your picture's up or your picture's across ways or your bed ain't made up. So I don't need my camera to show what's going on around me. We're here to try. I'm here to get everybody I can in the winner's circle. You know what I'm saying? So I just like it like this. If you're here to chat, we'll chat. When I get ready to go live, like I say, it's a lot of work setting up to go live. A lot of work, and then you don't get the interaction that you need when everybody looking at the camera and looking at everything else other than what you're doing. Now in the chat, I can address everything that anybody wants to know. Wait for YouTube to find my audience, and then we can build and we can work and grow together like that. I'm not doing all that work. I mean, look, I'm retired. I'm 73, going on 74. If this get to be a job, I'm closing this channel down to the ground. I like doing what I do, and when it gets to my life to learn how to enjoy working, and all my life I enjoyed the jobs that I had because number one, I enjoyed it because I helped a lot of people. I was in a management position back in the day when you was a manager. You could do your own hiring in the restaurants and a lot of businesses. But today, HR do it, I think. But I've helped so many people by hiring and giving them jobs. It just make me feel good that I was able to bless people and not only hire them and get them jobs, help them to grow and develop into the company and build a lot of managers. I even trained a lot of managers, and some of them even became my bosses. So I'm so glad I was good to them when I was their boss. Yeah, it's a good pat on the back when the people that you train become your boss. And I was good to them. I ain't talking about no boss for maybe a month or two. These guys were boss. I was their boss for a couple of years, 3 years, and they became my boss. But I never worked with people to train them to my level. I want them to be better than me. I train people to be better than me. That's what I did. I didn't train them just to not be better than me because like I said, and then the good thing about it, when I did train one and I was in position when I needed a job, he hired me, you know? So, yeah, you can't go wrong doing good. That's all I can tell anybody. You can't go wrong doing good because that good going to come back for you when you need the most, believe me. And I can prove that. My life is based on that. Yeah. But if you're on here, I'm just waiting for YouTube to build an audience. I'll message. Okay. Thank you, Teresa. No, you can't. You can't go wrong doing good. But you just can't do it. Some people, when you're nice, they will try to take advantage of you. Believe me, I've been stabbed many a time, but it didn't stop me from being a nice person because it came back for me. Yeah, but it helps you build a thick skin. It really does. But I wouldn't know how to live if I couldn't be a good person and help people. It's just part of my DNA. But I don't believe me. I can be your best friend or your worst enemy now. God knew to make me a good person because man, some thoughts be going through my mind sometime, boy. You don't want to make me mad. No. But no, I'm a good person. I work hard to be good because I know if I was on the other end of the spectrum, I wouldn't be nothing nice. I wouldn't be nothing nice. So I work that much harder to be a good person. Hey, what's up, Hasna? How you doing? Glad to have you with me. You see the blank there, the darkness. It's just for the chat, trying to work with building an audience and getting people comfortable with knowing me and um, ask get comfortable. Period. Asking questions about PICK-3. I can see when we do the live, and I'm on here an hour or so, and I have like uh, 200 views, but no comments or no interaction. I don't know what that's all about, so I say, let me do something different. Maybe people, okay, go ahead. What you have on your question? I don't know if this phone, but it ain't. Okay, you created a sheet for 2025 with all the split pairs that haven't come. Okay, all right. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, you referring to the split pair that you produced? Or are you talking about tracking period? You know, I hadn't. The first time I heard about split pairs, even making them part of the equation, was about a year ago. Um, uh, uh, about a year ago. To me, a split pair is not really relevant um, as far as tracking. It's relevant if you can use it and you can bet in your state with it. For instance, what I've learned. Say I'm playing a number like I'm gonna use a double because it's kind of easy for me to use a double. Say I'm playing a number like 550, and I don't know what position that 550 might fall best, other than comboing it. And say I play it as also as 055. You know that, right? Okay, we go 055. And then the lottery plays 505. They just split my five up, didn't they? Now, so, but rather than doing that, what I would do, what I do, uh, rather than, but what I would do with the split pair, I would play the the 50 front, the 50 back, the 05 front, and 05 back. I mean, something right. Now I would play the 5 front and the 5 back. Or if I was split pairing, and like I say, I'd play the 05 front and the 05 back, and the 50 front and the 50 back. So if they do split it on me, I got them. Or I would combo the number. Um, that's why a pair like say 1 2. Say if I'm playing the 1 2 pairs, the one I'm interested in, and I'm playing 1, 2, 3. But I want to make sure, kind of, if I hit that 1, 2, I want to hit the 1, 2 pair the best way I can. I play that 1, 2 pair on the front, and the 1, 2 pair on the back, and the 2, 1 pair on the front. I mean the 1, 2 pair on the back. Wait a minute, I said. Wait, let me get this in my head right. I play the 1, 2 pair on the front and the 1, 2 pair on the back, and the 2, 1 pair on the front and the 2, 1 pair on the back. That way, I've covered that pair. But if I could play the split pair with that number, I'd play the 1, 2 split, and I play the 2, 1 split. So if they split it up on me, I got them. Am I making sense? That you might have to write down what I'm saying here to get it in your head. Okay. Yeah. If you got a pencil and paper, write it down. uh, I've never seen the significance of. Well, I would see the significance of split pairs because you just increase your chances of winning. Anything that helps increase your chances of winning is good. But now for tracking split pairs, I don't actually see the significance in that. I actually don't. But like I say, I ain't trying to be the smartest because you might see something that I'm totally overlooking depending on your experience. Uh, and then I wasn't exposed to split pairs. I didn't even had never heard of a split pair out of all the 30 years that I was playing. And it's probably something new, but they gotten away from split pairs in a lot of states. I think it was North Carolina used to have that split pair. And when they came out with that wild ball, they got rid of split pair because split pair was good. Because if I could cover a number I knew that I was playing like the 1, 2, 3, and I can cover the front and back of it, of that 1, 2, the pair if I was playing it, and I can split pair it, I probably, if that 1, 2, anyway it come and I ain't have to invest a lot of money, I got them. Other than that 1, 2 pair, other than wheeling it all the way down from 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, all the way down to 1, 2, 9. Then I don't have to invest as much money, but I got them. I get them pretty good, like that. 4, 5, 6 failed last night. A consecutive. Okay. So yeah, that's how I do that. But I never seen. I didn't get a chance to really dive into it because we never did get it in Missouri, and I know we don't have it in Illinois. Here I know of. I'm pretty sure they don't have them split pairs. But split pairs was good, and a lot of people was doing pretty good with those split pairs. That's why they got rid of it. But I wouldn't really be bothered with it unless I could play split pairs. If I can't play it, there's no way to really where they're beneficial to me, and tracking them is really beneficial because in a way, strategy number 3 does that when you can track the actual numbers and the positions they fall in to know what position the number ain't fell in for a while. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Well, it seems that they do, um, but like I say, certain numbers don't bring certain numbers. I'm convinced of that pretty much. It looks like doubles bring singles, and singles will bring a double, and things like that. And certain numbers follow certain. But to me, it's just the way they drop. And if you're not tracking them, you don't have no idea what's going on with them. And a lot of times you'll find that when a double do fall, a single might fall because that single column number 1, that 0, 1, 2 column, ain't failed maybe in 2 months or a month or 30 to 40 days. And then when it do fall, that column hit, then it just bring back another consecutive. So yeah, it seems like that, but I wouldn't bet on that. I want to know when the last time column number one failed, the 012 column, when something fell off at last. Yeah, and they say that vice versa. They say that, but you can't beat knowing what the actual numbers are doing because you can see, because you can take a consecutive might not fall for 60 days. And a double fall, then a consecutive fall, it looks like, yeah, it bought, but it was just due to fall in the first place. Is that making sense to you? Oh, okay. Okay. Your last three draws. Yeah. It can run like that. Yeah. That'll happen. That's why it's good to know what's going on with the numbers of that column or any of the columns. I've had one time for the year out of my tracking, I had one column for the whole year. Every number came off that column exact. And I got on that column and I won exact on all those numbers. Because I was tracking, and when three of them hit off the column exact, I said, wait a minute, this column, something unusual happening with this column. So I just played that whole column exact, and every last one of those 10 numbers came in exact. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. You see a lot. That's what gets me. That's what I enjoy. Saying, wow, how did them run like that? You know? Yeah. Like I said, no rhyme or reason to how the numbers are going to fall. No rhyme or reason. Only thing we have to see is what they're actually doing. Now, yeah, and they did, yeah, yeah. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 9, 8, 9. Yeah. Uh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry to hear that. You just didn't feel that you need to carry it long enough, or you seen some other numbers. That'll happen. That'll happen. It's happened to me, but I've learned numbers that I'm gonna make my daily carry is my daily carry numbers for the year. If I played a dollar straight box, sometime to make sure I don't miss it, I play a straight box for 6 days, or how many every days I can carry it. If it's my daily carry, I'm not really losing because I'm gonna play it every day. So I might as well play it for. In Missouri, I'd play for 14 days if that's my daily carry number. On my 2 days, 50 cents straight. If it's a straight I want, I'm gonna play it 50 cents straight for those 14 days, like that. They numbers that I know that I'm making my daily carry, I'm carrying them. Like that 505 and that 500, they're my daily carries. I'll shoot them for 6 days straight box. That's $12. I ain't got to worry about them. If they come, I ain't got to worry about those. I ain't gonna forget to play them. I have an advantage here in Illinois where I ain't got to run to no store. Okay. Since 11/24. Okay, so we about 5, 6, 7 months out. Be true with you, like I said, that front pack back 6, 7 months out ain't a long time. And I tell you that way. My pairs that I carry are the pairs that usually ain't ran for 12 for the whole year. For the whole year. And it still can get into 3 months of the year before they show up. That's why you see me. I just posted where the pairs and front pairs are left for Illinois. Now, if you start marking those pairs off, any pairs that are left, I'm looking for those that I would look at to play into the next year to add to my bucket list a number that I might play. Like I know that 4-4 ain't fell on the back yet. It's the only double that ain't fell on the back. All the rest of the doubles didn't fail for the year. See that's what I mean. That don't normally happen like that. It's only June and all the doubles on the front and back then failed. If I'm pretty sure I'm correct. Whoever in Illinois, double check me. But the 4-4 on the back, the double fours is the only one left. Now I really don't know what triple I play if I do play triples, because now I usually look for, like, say the 4-4 on the front and the 4-4 in the back ain't played up to now. I usually know I'm gonna load up on triple fours, but now I don't know whether these folks listen to my channel or not. Now I don't really know what triple. I probably won't play no triples this year because the front and backs are all gone. Or the doubles. I've never seen that before. The front and back's gone. This is only June. Only double on the back is the double fours on the back. And I'm playing the double fours because, see, that 1-4 ain't played for now 60 days. The 1-4 pair ain't played for 60 days. So I'm playing 1-4-4 and 1-1-4. For sure, I'm playing those. So that's my bucket list number. So now I'm going to carry those till they hit. I'm going to carry those till they hit, if like that. And I'm going to play that 1-4-4 on the back. And then I'm going to back pair that 4-4 for $1 on the back end. And it could take 4 months. For a double, it could take 5 months. See, I got a guesstimation about how long it's going to, not a guesstimation, but I got an idea of how long it's going to come. But like I said, I might play that 4-4 on the back for the rest of the year. Might not come. But that ain't how I bet my money. I bet my money heavy on my numbers that I know that's winning. And when I win heavy, and I can measure the money out. But I would play that 4-4 just, like I say, I would play that 1-4-4 and the 1-1-4 straight box. And so I don't miss it, I might play it for 3 or 4 days straight. Because that's going to be my everyday carry for a while. Yeah. So, but yeah, it can take a year for a pair, front or back, not to come out better. Man, that ain't a long time for a pair not to have shown once you start tracking. 279 haven't failed. Yeah, that 79. See, those I go. I don't know how far back you went, but now since it's June for your state, to start tracking from January up to now, if you're using the PICK-3 at a glance strategy, and eliminating all the numbers, the front pair and the back pair, and eliminating the numbers off the columns. This is the time now. So by the time you get toward the end of the year, you got an idea of what numbers are left. You done narrowed down the 1,000 numbers to play. Like that. And then when you get to the end of the year, you'll know exactly what front pairs and back pairs ain't played and what numbers ain't played. And then everything else is smooth sailing, because everything else is all, tracking from month to month, pretty much. and transferring that data for 2025 over to 2026 are the numbers that haven't played. Yep, transferring that data over. But it's relatively simple. Once you start, you set up your sheets, and once you do that, it came 287. Oh, okay. Was that a number you were looking for the 782? It just fell. And then, way I look at numbers too, if a number falls, the same number falls twice in a month, like say 123 falls twice, say it shows us 123 or 321. So normally what I do is pick that number up because it didn't fail twice. Someone say it's hot or cold or whatever. But I normally notice that if a number falls twice in a month, it will come back that next month or its opposite. So I'll play the 123 and the 678 because normally that next month it'll come back like that. That's what I look for. Uh, well, I would look at. I wouldn't jump off my number. That's 79. It could come back again. I wouldn't jump off that 7279 if that's your number, and it just hit. That's where I was making my errors. When a number hit, I think it wouldn't be coming back, and I jump off of it, and there it is. It come back. That 79 back is, is a probability that it would come back again. Yeah, well, that 123 is a number that a lot of people like to play. It really is, but like I say, um, if you don't know why you're playing it, don't play it. That 123 is my deceased wife's that's gonna be with the Lord's birthday. Her birthday is 312, and it was a number that I used to carry all the time when I didn't know no better. But I don't play no number, my birthday or nothing, unless I got reason to play it. And if it come, it just come. Yeah, a lot of people play as that 123 and that 678. And the Illinois, that 123 has played good over here, and the 678, both of them. But I mean, you can track them all, but you can't play them all. That's why I say you have to stick with your budget. Then when you win, you know where to play. Oh, okay. Yeah, those are good numbers that a lot of people play. That 123, but if unless I'm tracking, I don't play it. I don't play my birthday like I said. Like it came 312, my wife's birthday, and I didn't get it. And this old 43 that just fell, that's my mother's birthday. I didn't get it. I was looking for it. I was thinking it might follow, but I don't play to see if a number follow. I play, like I say, what I've studied. And normally, hate to say it, I hate to say it, but it's a possibility that my birthday is coming, which is 927. But I'm not going to play it, and it could come, but I'm prepared to miss it if it comes because it's not part of my list. I got so much money that I'm going to invest in my numbers, and that's it. And then when I win, if I want to pick up my birthday, but I still got to have a reason why I would play it. Then I'll play it. But other than that, it's just another number that I missed for me. Yeah. Yeah, I seen that. You posted that the other day. Our birthday is one day apart. Yeah. My second wife, when I met her, and we were dating, and we had a discussion, and she said, "Well, when's your birthday?" I said, "Oh, September the 27th." She jumped up from the table and looked at me and got ready to run from me because her ex-husband's birthday was September the 26th. I said, "Wait a minute, I ain't gonna be nothing like your ex-husband. You get on back over here so we can talk." That was funny. That was funny, man. She said, "Oh, heck no. I think this relationship is over." I said, "Why you say that?" My ex-husband's birthday is September 26th. I say, "Oh, no, I ain't going to be like him." And we were married for 35 years, me and my wife, after she thought she was going to leave me because I had a one day after her ex-husband's birthday. But we were married for 35 years. Yeah. But best woman I ever had. I only had but two. Only been married twice. But she was. I don't know what happened with him and her, but there was a song I'll say, "Heaven bless the child, the man that let you go, boy. Bless him that he let her go, cause I wouldn't have never had her." Yeah, bless the man that let you go, baby. That's the way it was with me. Yeah. I always had my back. She always had my back. And she got along well with my family. My family loved her. And I come from a big family. So it's hard to get everybody to love you. I'm from oldest of 11. Five sisters and five brothers. Five sisters and five brothers. Since 2023, that 927. Yeah, yeah. Hey. Uh like I say, I don't really play it unless I got a reason to play my birthday. If something like if I see the 9-2 ain't fell on the back and the 2-7 ain't, I mean on the 9-2 ain't fell on the front and 2-7 ain't fell on the back, and also my birthday didn't fall that whole year, then I would play it. And if the opposite ain't played, which is a 4-7-2 ain't played, then I would definitely be playing it. I wouldn't get off of it. That'd be my number. I would carry for the whole year would be my birthday. And that's how I hit my brother's birthday. His birthday was 5-2-7. It didn't fall for the whole year of I forget, it was one year for that whole year. And the back of it, the front of it, the 5-2 hadn't failed, and 2-7 on the back hadn't failed. And I carried it for the whole year, and I wasn't good on that. So that's what I mean by building a strategy and a skill set. You have to know why you're playing your numbers and what's played and what haven't played. We have to get bigger and better winners. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I like. I think I'm liking this chat here because, like I say, we get a lot of views. Okay, yeah, a lot of views, and then there's no seem like no activity as much as I think it should be. Uh, like I say, I don't know if the people are shy or they at work or whatever the case may be. So if you're on here listening, or you viewing and trying to figure out what's going on, it's PICK-3. Maybe you've seen that. Um, you might want to put a time down there for me. I can do the pop-ups fairly easy. I ain't got to set up. I don't have to put the camera in. I don't have to line everything up, and I only have to line up to show my face because I don't think that's necessary. My face, you gonna see my face about 500 times on the video, so I don't think that's necessary. Believe me, I'm still handsome. My face ain't going. I'm still handsome. Okay, so you ain't got to worry about that. Okay, goofy, y'all. I'm getting ready to get off of here. Okay, goofy. So just you don't need to see my face. My face is smashed all across my channel. So that was just a comment somebody made. Said, "Where your face at?" I told them where to go see my face. So that's it. Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks, Teresa. Yeah, so look, I'm gonna get off of here, y'all. I enjoyed the chat. I will be doing, I'm gonna call them pop-up chats. So I'll be popping up, just put your bell on so when I come. So and if you're on here and you hadn't said anything, you go back and look at the description, view the video. And when you want to come back, join the chat and ask some interesting questions. Believe me, I won't embarrass you or say nothing crazy to you about the PICK-3 glass because you ain't gonna trick me up with a question because I know this system backwards and forward like the back of my hand. But you might be able to teach me something. Believe me, a subscriber have taught me plenty with my own system, and it was very profitable to me. Well, thank you, Ashna. Thank you. Appreciate that. But yeah, I've learned a lot from subscribers, and so like I say, I ain't never try to be the brightest bulb in the bunch. I just try to make sure I did know what I did know, so that I could teach it. So all right, everybody. Like I always say, play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing. To Lucky Town.